Alessandro, Patricia,
Alessandro, Patrizia, Yolanda on the stage.
And Tommaso.
E Tommaso. A big applause for the Hello City, the organizer of the Dragon Ball Festival 2018. The heart, the mind, the passion in these 5 people. Special pedals for you.
They have their name on them, and they say in appreciation of your dedication and hard work on the OVCPC 2018 festival.
Well done, guys! So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the prizes, and then now I'll leave the microphone to Lucia Ranieri for the first official speech.
Dear sisters and brothers, 4 years ago I only daydreamed this amazing festival, and that dream has become true. I fell in love with dragon boat paddling the first time I paddled and drowned. The 2014 festival held in Sarasota gave me such an amazing feeling of joy and the realization of being part of something very special. And in that moment, I started to daydream about holding this extraordinary event in Florence, fully aware of the honor and the duties of the commitment given to us by the IBCPC. We become an extraordinary journey, dedicating ourselves with passion and spirit of service to our mission. This has been a journey of hope and love. Living this adventure has been a privilege. I would like to thank first of all IBCPC for having believed in us and our project. The trust shown in us has been our strength. I would like to thank with all my heart all the volunteers who have helped to make this festival a success. Make some noise for them. I thank our ambassadors organized by ILO, have taken an extraordinary care of their teams, for which I'm real grateful. I wish to thank again all our local authorities who have supported us in this event. Of course, I thank all our sponsors and technical partners. Your commitment and work has been essential. Most of all, I thank all you for coming here and lighting up our city with your love and joy. I hope you have enjoyed the festival. I felt an amazing positive energy spread by all teams, and all together we are strong. And as our votes, we pull together as one heart. It has been such a pleasure to have you all here. This would remain in Florence's memory and history forever. Thank you very much.
Anche in italiano.
I love you so much.
I think we started the right way with Lucia Ranieri. And then we start with the authority speeches. We got on the stage the President of the Council of the Regione Toscana, Eugenio Gianni.
Thank you, Veronica. Thank you for this spectacular event, for this pink color, the first color of Florence in these 3 days. 12 years ago, the first time in Arno, in River Arno, in a boat with a dragon lady, with a big lady, was the symbol of this possibility for many women. And only 12 years we see this spectacular moment. It's very, very important for Florence, city of relation, of peace, of meeting this moment. Grazie davvero a tutti i fiorentini, a tutte le donne che da ogni parte del mondo sono venute qua, perché ci hanno regalato un momento indimenticabile di solidarietà, di sport, di colore rosa che ha dominato i nostri cuori, che ha dominato la nostra città. Sarà un momento indimenticabile che io spero possa un giorno ripetersi, ma per le sensazioni che oggi offre Firenze, la Toscana, sono orgogliosi di voi. Thank you very much.
And now we call stage for the municipality of Florence, Maria Federica Giuliani.
Hi everybody, I am so happy to see all of you here in Florence, a pink dream that now is realized, and for this reason I'm really happy and welcome to Florence, and I don't know what else. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Federica, for your expression. And now we call on stage Susan Smita. Susan. Susan and Paula Smith together.
Buongiorno, il mio nome è Lisa e sono la sorella di Sandy Smith. A Sandra sarebbe piaciuto essere qui in Italia perché siamo italo-canadesi. I nostri genitori immigrarono dall'Italia al Canada. Sono così felice che molti dei nostri parenti dal Friuli siano venuti a Firenze. Grazie. Dragon boating ha cambiato la vita di Sandra. Sandra ha capito che il Dragon Boat non era solo una gara, ma la possibilità di partecipare con altre persone che affrontano le stesse sfide della vita. Ha incontrato nuovi amici e il suo morale ne ha giovato. Quando Sandra si unì alla squadra a Breast in a Boat a Vancouver, c'erano solo 3 squadre di Dragon Boat. Lei sarebbe certamente felice di vedere così tante squadre provenienti da tanti paesi. Siamo molto grati alle squadre ospitanti e alla città di Firenze per aver ospitato questo meraviglioso evento. Grazie.
Thank you very much, Lisa. I'm so sorry for the mistake.
That was my sister-in-law, Lisa. My name is Paul. I was husband of Sandra.
Big applause to the Sandra's husband.
On Friday night, as you made your way through the streets from Piazza Pitti during the Pink Parade of Nations, my daughters Sarah and Lauren, who are here, watched from the sidelines. In the meantime, my wife Patricia and I waited at Piazza Signoria for your arrival. Sarah told me later that as they watched the parade, they both became quite emotional and their eyes filled with tears. Without knowing who they were, one of the passing paddlers said to them, "You shouldn't be sad. This is a happy event." This is the 5th International Regatta held exclusively for breast cancer survivors, and also the 5th time our family has participated in a paddling event honoring Sandy Smith. Each one of those have been an occasion of sorrow as they reminded us of great loss. She was an amazing life partner for me, a caring mother to her daughters. She was also a loving sister and daughter and a great friend to many who were part of her life over her nearly 50 years. In 1996, she had discovered a new passion in her life. A year and a half prior, she had been diagnosed and treated for breast cancer, and as if that wasn't enough, we made a 3,400-kilometer move from Toronto to Vancouver. As it turned out, this created the opportunity for her to join one of the most powerful breast cancer support groups nobody had ever heard of, A Breast in a Boat. Sandy's involvement in dragon boat paddling changed her life. She began to focus not just on survival, but on embracing life. She made new friends, she became physically fit, she grew more self-confident, and as I'm sure many of you have experienced, these same and similar changes in your lives. Sandy recognized that the value of the dragon boats was not the competition it provided, but the ability to participate with others facing the same life challenges. She grew as a person not because their team won races, but because of the opportunity to support and be supported by her team members. Over her time, her passion grew well beyond her boat to encouraging others to experience what she did. She traveled across Canada bringing the message that there is life after breast cancer, and was soon contacted by people in the United States, Europe, Australia, and Asia who were looking for information and help. This is a time of sadness for our family, but it is also a time of celebration. Indeed, it is a happy event. When she joined A Breast in a Boat, there were but 3 teams in Vancouver and two new ones in Montreal and Toronto. When Sandy passed away in 2005, there were an unbelievable 65 teams. And yet this weekend, there were more than 120 teams participating in this event. We know Sandy is watching in awe of what has become an inspiring global movement celebrating life. And I also know she's terribly embarrassed that we're even talking about her. Thanks to all of the individuals, participants in today's Sandy Smith Global Finale, to the ICBCD and the Florence Organizing Committee for making this event happen, and to the members of A Breast in a Boat for contributing the commemorative medals distributed to each of you participants. And thanks to all of you for your inspiration and your challenge to the rest of us to keep on celebrating life. We love you, Sandy.
On stage, the creator of all of you, Don McKenzie!
Hello. First of all, of course, I'd like to thank the organizing committee for putting all of this together in 3 short years. A remarkable achievement, and it's quite moving and very exciting for me to see all of you here and to participate in the flower ceremony. So I only have a minute, and so I have to tell you a very short story. And it has to do with some of the original members of the Breast in a Boat. And about 2 weeks ago, I was able to get my kayak in shape, and I went down to where the Breast in a Boat team that participated here was working out in a body of water not far from where I live. And I was paddling along beside a Breast in a Boat crew. And after a piece where they had been doing some race pace work, Esther turned to me and said, "Am I pulling my weight?" Now, Esther is in the boat. Esther has been in the boat since day 1. This is her 22nd year consistently paddling in the Breast in a Boat. And right behind her was Carol. And Carol is also an original and is also still paddling once again. And adjacent, or at least nearby, I'm sure, not on the water, is Jane Frost. So those are the 3 originals started this and deserve all of the applause for what they did initially 22 years ago. So, as I was beside them, and Esther turned to me, as I mentioned, and she said, "Am I pulling my weight?" This is an 81-year-old paddler. And I said, yes, you are, more so. And then I got thinking about that, and I thought, in any other sport, in any other competition, pulling your weight simply means are you able to move and participate in making the boat go fast. In this population, it means much, much more. Because pulling your weight means you understand what the slang or the term all in the same boat really means. It means you have to be there for the novice paddler who's coming to you tentatively wanting to paddle, often for more reasons than just wanting to get into a dragon boat. You have to be there for the partner beside you who might get ill or sick or have problems. You have to be the world's greatest person as far as I can see. There's Esthers in every one of us, and I think that begs to, that answers the question of, are you pulling your weight? Well, this is a pretty unique group. I'm so privileged to be part of this. Thank you for coming again to Florence, and I'll let you get out of the sun. Thank you.
Thank you, Don McKenzie. And now, for the final speech, we call the president of the IBCPC, Mary Gibson. Thank you, Veronica. Before I get started, I would like to ask the steering committee members to make their way up to the stage. So that's, I'm sorry, Lucia's had to go and do another message, but Ali Sutton, Janice Melville, Betty Solly, Joe Parry, and our Director-at-Large, Kim Bonomo. As I wandered around the site and reminisced and thought about the last 2 days, I scribbled down some notes, and I did that because my heart was just so full and I was so worried that I would forget to say things that were really important to me but also important to you. So my first thank you goes to the municipality of Florence. They've been outstanding. The CASCINE Park Authority, the Ministry of Sport, the Consul of Toscana that we just heard from. But really, really, my biggest thanks goes to Libby and Joss, who organised all of the amazing ambassadors. There were 350 of those incredible ambassadors. Sorry, I beg your pardon, 125 incredible ambassadors, expats living here in Florence. Along with that, we had 350 volunteers. And you can't do it without those people. I want to thank all the staff that were involved, everybody that helped to put this together, including the sponsors and supporters of Firenze and Rosa. And for Firenze and Rosa, their vision for bringing this beautiful event to you cannot be surpassed. To Lucia, Ale, Yolanda and Patricia, incredible thanks. But most of all, everybody, I want to thank you all for your generosity of spirit. The way in which you have come together and embraced each other, physically and emotionally, to share the love in your hearts so freely with each other. I'm not sure if you realise, but this would be the biggest women's only sports event. Yes, I said sports event because I think of you all as athletes in the world. Add to that the fact that you are all cancer thrivers, not just survivors, but thrivers. And wow, it feels like the Olympics of dragon boating to me. I can't help but think about young Sarah Martins from Brazil, who I met in Santos 18 months ago. Her beautiful smiling face, her enthusiasm, to me, that is the face of our future. 30 years old, our message, our story. I said to you all at the opening, one heartbeat, one sound, one team, and that's absolutely what you have been. You have epitomized that through the whole weekend. I also said that my heart is very full. I can tell you now, it's exploding. It's with all of the love that all of you have brought here. You know, the big question on everyone's lips at the beginning of these events, during the event, and at the end of the event is, where is the next one? Well, I can't tell you that because I don't know. So I'm waiting on that country, that one country, who's going to be able to do something like this, where we're all going to attend. We've got a bid process that will finish at the end of January 2019. We hope to make an announcement once we've assessed the various bids in about June, July 2019, and then we'll all know where the next event will be. So I just want to quickly introduce you to the steering committee of the International Breast Cancer Catalyst Commission. These are the women that you have charged with looking after your interests, listening to what you have to say. Oh, they look very anxious now, of course, now that they're up here. But they are the ones, they are the face of the future that will take us forward. So we have Ellie Sutton, who is our secretary. Waver. Ellie's from Australia. Joe Parry, also from Australia, Communications Director. Janice Melville from New Zealand, our Treasurer. Kim Bonomo from, she only tells people she comes from Miami, but let's say she's from the USA. And she's a Director of Large and has been working on merchandise with me and new team development. Betty Solly from Philadelphia, also USA, our Membership Director. And our past President, Jane Frost. So from me, I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. I can just feel the love. It's not the heat, as I said the other day, it's not hot flushes, it's love flowing. I'd like to now ask our flag bearers to come on board. They will parade around in front of you, and this is the retirement of the flags. At the opening ceremony, we had the youngest panelists. At the closing, we have the oldest. Starting with Argentina. Argentina! I want to hear your voice! I want to hear your applause!
Walking down tired of living life on a merry-go-round.
Austria!
I see it in you, so we can walk it out.
Australia! Brazil!
sono all'ingresso dell'aperitivo.
Okay, you can collect your medals over there on the right side, and then aperitivo for everyone. So enjoy your drink. Enjoy your medals, enjoy your drink. Enjoy your dinner.
If you want to take a cheers again, you might lose them otherwise. I guarantee you'll take them.